Well, hello! I'm Metomia, and today we're continuing LuaSTG Activity 7. This time with a stage based around Alice Margatroyd, but not her older version, her younger version from PC98. So yeah, let's just get to it because this stage is actually cool. So, that Nintendo Direct from before, like, okay, as I'm recording this, it's been like almost a week since the last Nintendo Direct, so yeah, that Nintendo Direct was actually cool. Like it announced some things related to the channel, but like I don't wanna I don't wanna talk about them in just this because I have planned a video for next week about it. But yeah, okay, so I'm just going to concentrate on the news about Touhou. I was certainly surprised about a remake of Touhou 6. Like, okay, I know Touhou games have been on Switch before. Like, if I remember correctly, Touhou 15.5 is on Switch. So I was actually surprised when I learned that they were remaking Touhou 6 to release on Switch too. So okay, so I really like the art style. Like it it's still the same poses and everything, but it's just a different render, and it really helps it to be on the same page as the newer games. I really like it because it's like a chance for anyone that hasn't played the series to actually pick it up if they want to, and I actually think that's cool. So, will I play it? No, I don't have a Switch 2, but I think it's cool that people have a chance to. And it looks cool. I wonder if I think the music will be new arrangements of the songs. Like I doubt they will use the old ones because the old ones they're not bad. They're just an acquired taste because they are made with the sound phones from before, and those sound really crunchy. So yeah, that the stage. I haven't talked about the stage. Oh my god. So I I don't have much to say about the stage. Like, okay, I forgot to read the little lore description that talks about the stage before, so I kind of don't have much to explain about it. But like, I still like it. Like, okay, Yukari as a mid-stage boss is really cool. I really like her spell cards. Don't get me wrong, they're complicated. Okay, this stage is complicated as pretty much all the other ones because I have been playing on Lunatic all of these stages. On one hand, I feel proud of myself for completing the stages like that, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, it still doesn't feel like I don't feel too prideful about it because it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just rambling. Okay, the point is, I really am hype about the announcement of the remake of Touhou 6. I think that's really cool. I actually found out not because I was watching the direct at the moment, but because instead, okay, the direct happened at like around 10 a.m. where I live, so it was like, no, I have things to do. But I like pop in real quick to like check the news about what was announced, and then I saw the news about the Touhou 6. And then the news about Delta Chapter 5, but we're going to talk about that on the next video, not this one. This week is about Touhou. One thing I was wondering about this, okay, this is more related to my channel. Oh wait, before I continue, yes, I love this. This is a full screen battle. I really like the idea. I love it. I love full screen battles in Touhou because it's pretty much you go crazy, do whatever you want, and I think that's really cool. So yeah. Also, all of Alice's spell cards are like go through the colors of the rainbow. So we start with red and we go through the other colors she has, which I think is really neat. Also, look at that. The visual effect you can get with having the full screen to use Danmaku is really cool. Okay, so one thing I was wondering, you may not know because maybe you don't care about that, but currently it's like the World Cup for football. Yeah, I mean football as in football, not the American football like soccer. Like now it's whatever. Football for the rest of the world, not the weird thing Americans think that is football. Whatever. Point is, there's the World Cup. Well, oh my god, I can't talk today. Oh my god. Pardon me, guys. I'm not tired. I'm just like very not thinking correctly right now. So, there's the World Cup, and my people in my country and especially my neighbors are like too invested on it. So I'm kind of worried that they may be too loud, which might end up messing up with my recordings of my videos, especially because those from chapter 5 will be like later on and still the tournament will be happening and stuff. Point is, don't be surprised if one of the future videos in the coming weeks ends up being not on with microphone, because probably I will have to record it while people are just celebrating and partying because they really like this tournament and this World Cup. So they are very invested on it. So I like to use it as an excuse to celebrate and throw parties and stuff. And those parties are loud, and they tend to go until midnight or more. So it's not like I can record it any other time. So yeah, just be on the lookout if suddenly I record a video with no talking. I think we will be talking about it because to me just mostly rambling about Deltarune because oh my god, that announcement. But yeah, that's it. Actually, now that I think about not throwing Deltarune into this, but I just remember. In the last video when we were fighting the moon, I don't remember if during one attack the moon uses like this exact type of like snowflake bullet, because like during the moon's attack of like bringing all the planets and then he brings like one of them and he uses ice, he still uses that same snowflake design, but then again it could be just like a generic free of copyright snowflake design asset. I wouldn't put it past Toby. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe the snowflake asset is like generic and stuff, and Toy Fox used it for the snow grave attack, and so it became like usable for the Deltarune fans. So that's how it ended up in the moon fight. Or at least that's what I want to think, because then again it's like very specific to pull one bullet asset from like Touhou just to make a point. Like it just feels excessive when you probably have it already in the Snowgrave files. Oh my god, I'm just rambling tonight. Like it feels like the battle is secondary, but trust me, the battle is cool. I really like it. The music is fitting, I like the color schemes of the attacks. And I really like that it's a challenging one because, damn, she's constantly forcing you to move. But, like, move too fast because, okay, when you play normally with the usual screen in Touhou, you are kind of, like, safe to do whatever you want because it's easy to move around and memorize the patterns because it's, like, a smaller space. But now you have to, like, pay attention to the entire screen. So, yeah, that's way more difficult. But yeah. Actually, maybe I should shut up for a moment and let you enjoy the battle. I just been rambling since the video started. Also, third question. Would you say this um, timeout spell card would count as um, the typical timeout spell card that is just a reference to Yukari's Yamaku Bounded Field? Like, I just feel like any boss that is like very hard just has one. Like, okay, it's a cool way of designing a spell, but like, come on guys, you can do something else. In terms of like placement of this stage, I wouldn't put it as my favorite, mainly because, okay, even though everything looks cool, I feel like the background really affects like the whole fight in terms of aesthetic. There's probably a lore reason behind it, like, I don't know, you're fighting like a void, or like the place where fantasy ends, or something like that, so there's nothing here, just like barren assets. But yeah, I still like it. It's kind of boring to look at. I know we need the background to be boring to like show off more of the spell cards and make it more clear to wood, but I feel like, okay, I just don't like the background. It just doesn't fit Alice vibes. Actually, this reminds me a lot of a battle. Okay, so there's this one fangame that you can play on your phone. Oh wait. Also, this is like unique to Lunatic difficulty. Usually, normal you just beat her and leave, but now you have to deal with something else. Yeah, Alice is just calling her mom into fighting. Maybe you do deserve to get killed by Shinki, given that you just appear here and beat up this random child, and of course her mother is going to be like appearing in concern. But yeah, there's this one fan game called Thousand Night oh my god, I can't remember the word correctly, but it's in your phone. You will understand it directly. And it's basically like it's just Touhou on your phone, and you can play the different games. It's basically a boss rush type of fan game. It's really cool, and the extra stage boss is Alice, but the Alice from Touhou 5, like Alice as a child. And I like that they using the chance to give her spell cards that are all based on um on typical fairy tales, like Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, The Little Mermaid, Hansel and Gretel. It's really cute. So I like that. I just like it when a boss's spell card have like a really strong theme that it gets well reflected. And I really like it. It's cheeky, I know, but I'm a sucker for a good reference, or many, for in this case. Anyway, I really like Shinki's spell card because they are timeout, but they work so well with the black and white backgrounds. Like, it just looks cool, okay? It genuinely reminds me of the Bad Apple music video. Also, I didn't notice. You know that she's turning everything black and white? Okay, she is, but she's also inverting your colors? That's weird. Also, Sanae's inverted colors looks so silly. Like, she's peach yellow and also pink. Weird. Also, I just love the absolute dramatic music they put for Shinki, and having a whole intro for her with the music getting more and more dramatic is really cool. That's how you introduce an extra face boss. Okay, in terms of ranking, as I was saying, this stage probably I would place it between either top 3 or top 4 so far. Like, there's still some stages I prefer over this one, but this one is definitely up there in terms of quality. And also there's terms of content, because like some other stages are like shorter in terms of spell card, but this one really is really cool. Also, it's weird that Shinki hasn't appeared in any other Touhou game so far. Like, I know we all want Mima, but let's be real, Shinki is the one with the bigger chances of appearing again. Because, I don't know, like, she is the ruler of Makai, but then Makai is never mentioned again, aside from Touhou 12. So, I don't know. I feel like, of all character, okay, I feel like maybe we should make a rank of like which characters have an actual possibility of coming back in the original mainline story. Because if Sun just added Toyohime to Toho 20, then I think maybe there are a chances for some characters of PC98 coming back. But yeah, sorry for the long ramble while the stage was playing. It's a very simple stage in terms of concept. There's no like many things to point out, but I still really liked it. Like, okay, the whole fighting in the entire screen, that's amazing. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and mm, wait for my next video where I will just be rambling more, but this time about Deltarune. I will probably scream, most likely. So yeah, bye.